We talked about before Abraham as a picture of the father, Isaac going up to Mount Moriah to be sacrificed. We see Isaac as a picture of the son. Look at the comparisons between Isaac and Jesus. They're both sons of promise. They're both named in a divine way before they were even born. They were both born from impossible circumstances. Isaac was born from a mother who was well beyond the age of childbearing. Jesus was born to a virgin mother, just impossible circumstances, yet they were born. With Isaac, as soon as Abraham committed to offering him up to the Lord, he was basically dead. Like, in a spiritual sense, he was dead in Abraham's mind. He was like, my son's going to die. He's done. And then 3 days later was when he was basically brought back from the dead. When God stopped Abraham while the knife was in midair, an angel of the Lord called out to Abraham and said, stop. Isaac in that moment was spiritually resurrected. He was brought back from death to life, right? Jesus in the same way, he was crucified 3 days and then he was brought back to life. Even on the way to their sacrifice, they both carried the wood of their sacrifice. Jesus carried his cross. That was the wooden instrument of his sacrifice. Isaac also carried the wood of the sacrifice. It says that Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac, his son. They both were sons who went willingly to their sacrifice because they wanted to do the will of their father and the will of God. So clearly, Isaac is a picture of Jesus, a type of Jesus, a foreshadowing of Jesus. And here in this story, what we see is Eliezer. What is he? He's the unnamed servant. He is a picture of the Holy Spirit. In the same way that Abraham is a picture of the Father, Isaac is a picture of the Son, Eliezer is a picture of the Holy Spirit. He's from the Father's household. He's the most trusted servant. He is an unnamed servant. What does the Bible say of the Holy Spirit? It says of the Holy Spirit that he will not speak of himself. He never spoke of himself in this whole chapter. All he did was he spoke of my master. All he did was speak the master's will, right? If you reread that chapter in that context, you're going to be blown away. You're going to be absolutely blown away. Only doing the Father's will. Only speaking for the Father. His name, Eliezer, literally means God is my help. What did Jesus call the Holy Spirit in the New Testament? He said the helper, the comforter. That's also what Eliezer means, is the comforter. His name literally means the helper, which is one of the names, one of the titles of the Holy Spirit. Okay? So wait, we're not done yet. So who did the helper go to get? He went to go get the bride. Rebekah is the bride. And who is the bride in the New Testament? The church, the people of God. That's the bride right there. All right. So when I said we got to learn from Rebekah, we got to act like Rebekah, we got to be kind to strangers like Rebekah, we got to be willing to go like Rebekah on faith, we got to commit like Rebekah. I'm talking to the church. I'm talking to the people of God. Rebekah is a picture of us, of the church. All right. Isaac was not seen or heard from since the substitutionary sacrifice. He's not heard from again until he comes to receive his bride. We don't see Isaac in any of this story until verse 62, when he comes out and he sees the bride approaching and he goes out to receive the bride. And what does the New Testament tell us about how Jesus is going to receive us? We're going to meet the Lord in the air. It's like he's meeting us part way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so crazy how it fits together. The Son is going to come to receive his bride. And in the same way, Jesus is going to come to receive his bride.